प्रतिज्ञा पालयिष्यामि हत्वैनं नरसत्तमम् एतदर्थं मया खड्गो गृहीतो यदुनन्दन
When Arjuna almost killed Yudhishthira. Day 17 of the Kurukshetra war, Karna is the general of the Kaurava army. And Arjuna is fighting his regular enemies, the Samsaptakas. And as he is fighting them, Ashwathama comes and challenges Arjuna. And Arjuna diverts his attention to fighting Ashwathama, who is a ferocious warrior. And after a long battle, he manages to defeat Ashwathama. But meanwhile, what's happening is that Karna has been engaging with King Yudhishthira and he has defeated Yudhishthira very badly. And Yudhishthira has been hurt so badly and he is bleeding from his wounds that he runs away from the battlefield and goes to his tent to recuperate. And Arjuna, having defeated Ashwathama, looks around to find his brother because the last he saw he was fighting with Karna. Not able to see him, he asks Bhima, Bhima, where is the king? I can't see the king. Is he all right? And Bhima says, I don't know. I mean, he really got the worst of it when he was fighting with Karna. In fact, I'm not even able to tell you whether he's alive or not. So I can't tell you where the king is right now. And Bhima focuses on doing his job of killing the sons of Dhritarashtra. Arjuna gets worried. He tells Bhima, I need to know that the king is all right before I can go and meet my adversary Karna. So please, Bhima, let me go and figure out where the king is. Till then, why don't you just take care of the battle? And Bhima says, please do that. I will fight the Samsaptakas on your behalf. You go and find out whether the king is all right, whether he's doing well, and then come back. So Krishna and Arjuna proceed towards the tent of Yudhishthira. They park their chariot, they get down, and they run into the tent of Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira is lying on a bed, his wounds still bleeding. He's been devastated in today's battle. But on seeing Arjuna and Krishna, Yudhishthira feels that the reason that these two heroes have come in the middle of the battle to his tent is because Arjuna has killed Karna. And he gets up very happy. He goes and embraces Krishna and Arjuna and he starts praising Arjuna. He starts praising Arjuna for having killed the son of the charioteer. And he wants to know how the battle happened. He wants to know each and every detail. And he wants to know how finally did Arjuna kill Karna. Arjuna is bemused on hearing all this. He tells the king, I have not fought Karna yet. Unfortunately, I was distracted by Drona's son Ashwathama and I was fighting him for quite some time. And then when I was not able to find you in the battlefield, I was inquiring about you and Bhima told me he had not seen you. I wanted to find out for myself whether you're doing well. I wanted to see with my own eyes that everything is well. So now I will proceed back to the battlefield and meet Karna in an encounter. Yudhishthira gets very angry and he starts insulting Arjuna. He tells Arjuna that I wish you had never entered the womb of Kunti. I wish you had been aborted in the 5th month. What is the big deal about carrying this huge bow, Gandiva, and all those arrogant oaths you took that I will kill Karna, I will do this, I will do that. And today you have run away from the battlefield. I mean, give your Gandiva to someone else. Let one of these kings take up your bow and let them fight and kill Karna. I mean, let Krishna fight. I know he promised not to fight, but let him take your Gandiva. I'm sure he will win the battle for us in a day. What is the big deal about you claiming to have all these celestial weapons, claiming to be this hero and all those oaths you took, based on which I called all these kings to fight on our behalf. And now you have come running to my tent, afraid of Karna? Shame on you. And he keeps on insulting Arjuna, his bow Gandiva, his inexhaustible quivers, and the chariot given by Varuna, and his ape banner. Hearing all this, Arjuna gets very angry. You see, Arjuna had taken an oath in his life that if ever anyone insults his bow Gandiva, if ever anyone says that he should give the Gandiva to someone else, he will kill that person. And Arjuna starts drawing his sword out. On seeing this, Krishna stops him. Krishna asks him, Arjuna, we are here in the tent of your elder brother Dharmaraja. We are not in the battlefield. I can't see any sons of Dhritarashtra here. Why are you taking your sword out? And Arjuna explains to Krishna that he has promised that he will kill anyone who insults his bow Gandiva, and he has no choice but to kill Dharmaraja now. And he draws his sword, about to pounce on Yudhishthira, when Krishna stops him. Krishna says, Arjuna, your oath may be stupid. It could be childish. It may have been taken at a wrong time. Wait and ponder. What would happen if Yudhishthira gets killed by your own hands? Is it righteous? Has Yudhishthira challenged you to a fight? Is he holding arms? What are you talking about? No, you cannot kill your elder brother. That's a huge sin. But Arjuna says, Krishna, I have taken an oath that I will kill anyone who insults my bow. What do I do? Krishna says there is a way out. You are getting confused between the concepts of virtue and vice, truth and untruth. Let me tell you a small story. Once there was a hunter. This hunter used to hunt in the forest and feed his family. One day, he could not find any prey. It was already evening, and he knew that his family would be waiting for him, hungry. And at that time, he saw an old, blind, decrepit animal drinking water at the water lake. And he knew one thing, that it was a sin to kill an animal when it was drinking water, and that to an old, decrepit animal. But this hunter knew that he needed food for his family, he needed meat for his family, so he killed that animal. The point at which he killed that animal, a celestial car came from the heavens, and Apsaras got out of it and welcomed that man to climb the chariot and come to heaven with them, because that animal which he had killed was in fact a very evil animal which had taken a boon that it will be able to kill every other being in the forest. So even though the hunter had committed a folly, a mistake, something which was deemed a sin, he was rewarded for it. On the other hand, once there was a sage who had taken a vow that he would never lie in his life, and he was doing penance in the forest. At that time, some people came running from there, and they said that they were being harassed by robbers and they needed a place to hide. And then they ran further and hid in a grove. After some time, robbers came that way, and they asked the sage, did you see some people passing this way? And our sage, who had taken a pledge never ever to lie in his life, pointed out where those people were hiding. The robbers killed all those people. This sage had sinned, even though he had kept to his pledge and oath. So Krishna explains to Arjuna that there is a way out of this conundrum. It has been explained by the rishis and the shrutis. In case you want to kill a righteous man, a virtuous man, the best way to do it is to insult him. He tells Arjuna, insult Yudhishthira, and it is as good as killing him. Once Arjuna hears this, he goes to Yudhishthira and says, you who is always lying on Draupadi's bed and ordering us, you who stays 2 miles away from the battlefield at all time, you who does not see that it is Bhima who is winning this battle for us, you dare to say all these words to me. If it had not been for your gambling vice, do you think that today we could be in this predicament? If not for you, do you think all these great Kurus could be getting killed today? We saw in front of our eyes Bhishma getting killed. We saw in front of our eyes Drona being killed. All these great men died because of your fault. You are the man who pledged his own wife, you gambler. You are telling me that I have left the battlefield and come here just because I came to inquire about your health. On hearing this, Yudhishthira is appalled, and he bows his head in shame and he says, Arjuna, you are right. I have no right to be your king. I am going to go away into the forest. Let Bhima rule this kingdom. Let Bhima be your king now. On hearing this, Arjuna feels very bad. He takes his sword out once more, and Krishna stops his hand and asks him, what's the problem now? Arjuna says, Krishna, after having uttered these words against my elder brother, I cannot live. I am going to kill myself. Krishna says, wait, suicide is as horrible a sin as fratricide. Just like you had to insult Yudhishthira in order to kill him, the only way a good man can commit suicide is by praising himself. Indulge in self-praise, and that is as good as suicide. On hearing this, Arjuna goes in front of Yudhishthira and says, I am Arjuna, the son of Indra. I am also known as Falguna. I have defeated the kings of all the 8 quarters of this world. It is I who alone am winning this battle for you. See my forearms, see my hands. They bear the scars of weapons. I am the greatest archer in this world. It is I who is going to win this battle. And he keeps on praising himself in front of Yudhishthira. And he tells Yudhishthira, today I will kill that son of a charioteer and make sure that this earth belongs to you. This mud will today soak in the blood of Karna. On hearing this, Yudhishthira is quite confused about what's happening. At this time, Arjuna comes forward and he embraces Yudhishthira and says, brother, please forgive me for now. One day you will understand why I said all this to you. But now, I need your blessings. And I take your permission to go back into the battlefield and fight my battle, my single duel with Karna. And I promise you that my armor will not come off without that son of a charioteer being defeated today. Either Arjuna will return alive from the battlefield or Karna. I seek your blessings and I proceed now. And Arjuna and Krishna go back into the battle to fight Karna. So this is the story of when Arjuna almost killed Yudhishthira. Some food for thought.